If this deck is good, it's probably like an excellent just get into the standard deck. Just no thoughts, just green jamming. Very funny how we started off as like cloak show and tell, but it's just like Smuggler Surprise is kind of better show and tell. Bramble Familiar? Is Bramble Familiar the one that like mills and you can put a land from the milled cards? Because I don't like that card so much. Seems a little linear maybe in the long run. I agree, but I don't think the long run matters that much, if that makes sense. Yeah, you can play Fog of Wars. I had some Fog of Wars in like my Genesis Wave deck. That wasn't very good. Seems more like a Timmy deck than a Spike deck. Sometimes Timmy. I mean, I don't know exactly if I feel like this deck is Timmy because it's like it is at the end of the day trying to like maneuver and like well-timed Archdruid's Charm, but maybe it is. But sometimes decks like this are competitive and we need to test them. And it looks very fun to me. But yeah, I think I just really like having so many cheap ramp spells in a deck that just has 4 Vaultborn Tyrant and 4 Sire of the Seven Deaths. Like just being able to cast these on turn 4 pretty consistently because we're playing 4 Glimpse, 4 Llanowar Elf, 2 Ironcrag. Like we just have to have cast any 2 or any 3 of those by turn 4 and we get to, I guess you can only do that with Llanowar Elf, so maybe it's more of a turn 5 thing. Maybe that's too slow. You can also go Elf into Overlord. We're already in the league here. Can I drop the list? I'll post it to the Mox Field when it's done. I guess the main deck's pretty done, but I mean, maybe we go long today. Maybe I save it for tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. It kind of depends on how this goes. Well, now that my glimpse got taken, I can't Archdruid's Charm on turn 3. Why would you duress me, opponent? My draw would be so cool here. I would just be cooking so much. Thank you so much. Because like this deck really, what this deck needed was like a 2 or 3 mana food that ramped. That was a permanent. And I found like the sorcery, the 3 mana sorcery, I'm like, oh, it's just not good enough. Okay, I'm like hyped for this one. But we should work on this for now though. Okay. Not the longest game one here. Galto would be crazy. How are you getting Galto into play? Okay, let's bring in these Thruns, I think. We play Thrun over Atraxa. Click submit. We turn 2 Forest in case we top deck Forest for Charm. Well, the idea was that we were going to be able to glimpse the core. So we went turn 1 Scene of the Crime, turn 2 Glimpse, so that we could cast Archdruid's Charm that wasn't in our hand yet, but we got duressed. Scene of the Crime already down to 2 of. Sorry, I meant to play 3. Yeah, we were playing 3. I love Archdruid's Charm. This card is so dope. Okay, I do think I'm just gonna grab my Scene of the Crime here and then try to hardcast this next turn. Any reason in particular for Mitchmass Basics? Yeah, it just lets me keep the stream going faster to not spend 2 minutes getting basics when I already spent like 10 minutes finishing this one up or building this one. All right. This is turn 3. Not so bad, huh? Not a bad turn 3. Resolves. So now we can search our library for a creature. Probably, I guess, just Valgavoth. Maybe I grab Vaultborn Tyrant because it's a bit better against a sweeper. Okay, did we break standard? Or work our mission to break standard seems like it is coming closer at least. Unfortunately, they don't have best possible. Let me see how they block. Longtime YouTube viewer, but a standard player. What are your thoughts on standard as you continue to get into format? Notice the YouTube videos changing to standard content lately. I've been loving it. I'm liking it so far. I'm taking a break from modern for the most part until the BNR comes out in 2 weeks. I think the format is a bit richer and deeper and open than I initially expected it to be, which is a good news. And I feel like basically every day I'm enjoying it like a little bit more so far. So good vibes at the moment. All right, your turn. You could have just fought and won. Okay. Fair. I was a bit. Double Vaultborn Tyrant is just too sick though. Exile all creatures. Exile all creatures? How could you do this to me? I guess I just do this end of turn, actually. Oops, my hand is all... No, sorry. I'm too ahead to be saying that. Yeah, I went full Timmy mode. I'm playing on the wrong account. Remember where you said Sunfall, you've never seen it? I mean, I think it's the first time I've been Sunfalled. I didn't doubt that people played Sunfall, but... no one had cast it against me. No one dared. Alright, just put those into play. Gain 6 life, draw 2 cards. Dude, I can even hardcast Valgavoth in my mono green deck here. Some popular is popular enough. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I just, again, just haven't played enough, I guess. That was an awesome game. The Azorius Convoke acts like it's supposed to do super sick. Yeah, I net decked it from Doomwake. I think that one's really fun. I think that's a great one to get into standard with. Thanks again, Galen, for the 28. Appreciate you. What is this deck? We just brewed it. It's a mono green list using a lot of tech from our friend Jim Davis to either try to use Kona plus Scene of the Crime to dump Sire of the Seven Deaths, Vaultborn Tyrant, Valgavoth into play, Atraxa game 1, or Smuggler Surprise, which can be 6 mana, put 2 creatures from your hand into play. But also it's kind of cool for 3 mana, you can mill 4, put up to 2 creatures or lands from your hand. So it's like 3 mana divination. Or 6 mana puts something into play. It also gives stuff indestructible, which is kind of not that good against Sunfall. Or you could just ramp into the stuff too, which is something I like a lot as well. I think in this matchup we can probably keep. You may want to update the box field. I thought that I did. Okay, it seems like I uploaded the deck but didn't update the command. Thank you. Oh my gosh, did you an elf? Let's go, dude. Question what we have impending. We do have impending. We can go Overlord into Overlord too, but I think they're just like a 1-for-1 deck. It's very hard matchup to mulligan in, and we can also just draw perfectly. I mean, maybe you wouldn't have drawn perfectly here, but that was my plan all along. One duress target. No land. No thoughts, just Kona. Kona's a cool card, just not one that like I hated this card in modern so much, but does seem to be doable in standard. Dude, this is just like kitchen table magic. Just drop that bad boy into play. 3 more life, 1 more card, please. I love how with Overlord you don't have to search your library for a deck. It just makes the token. Great design. I think I'll put back Sire over Surprise. Spike, you should collab with Saffron Olive. I mean, I like Seth. I used to watch like every Seth video. Um, but I don't know. As far as like collabs go, I like to chat with you guys. Like I like to collab with you guys. I like to build my decks. So I like to talk about my ideas. Collabs are fun, but I don't usually enjoy them as much as I just do the normal stream for whatever that's worth. They catch that Overlord is a Nightmare Before Christmas reference. This one is? I haven't seen that movie since I was like 20, probably. Yeah, I don't even know what a collab would entail. I mean, I like Saffron Olive. I haven't had a lot of interactions with Seth, but I'm a fan. Yeah, the collabs are good for stuff that like I don't know, it makes sense when it makes sense. Like when Dingo came over, we did the live testing, it was awesome, and Dingo was like such a good testing partner, and I love him, and he's great. Um, but it was also so much work. Like we had like no downtime for like 4 or 5 days, even longer than that actually, because the standard RC was like the day, but the weekend before it was crazy. You're ambitious, but given what you've done to modern last few years, I guess you're actually pretty realistic. Yeah, I mean, it might not happen, but that's what I'd like to happen. I mean, we did play a mirror match of someone who was net decking our deck, our blue white enchantment deck today, and they were 2-0, and then they were 3-0 after they crushed me. All right, surprise time. This is gonna surprise me too because I don't know what I'm getting. Hopefully we get something good. We get the Milt. Wait, hold on. Is this not? Oh, it's 8 mana to do this. So I guess we'll be surprised next turn. When I called last week, it was a collab. Was it? I guess maybe technically. It was just like a funny thing I could do because I'm friends with the Moz. Feels like y'all brew up the godless in our made up format. I mean, breaking made up formats is like, to me, kind of worthless. Yeah, I know I could surprise as an instant. I mean, maybe I guess I am probably just supposed to mill 4 because I can cast anything. So I don't need to be so in on like putting anything to play here. Two stun counters. This does get unlocked though. Oh no, but I could have given it hexproof. Oh no, I'm such a Timmy. Is Beanstalk worth looking at a deck like this? Maybe. I have it in some other drafts, but or in some other types of builds. But my issue with Beanstalk, I guess, is that it's only like good with Overlord early, and then it's good when you're casting your big stuff late, but that's not that important in most matchups. Okay, Ward pays 7, down to 11. All formats are made up. Yeah, but it's like making up a format that no one plays is, and then saying this deck is the best deck. Formats are only interesting if there's a lot of people playing them, because then you have competition. Does this put 2 stun counters? It puts 2 stun counters. Yeah, we also Vaultborn Tyrant is our Beanstalk. That's a good way to put it. So they cash in the Kaito. They put another one into play. Oh, never mind. It's this one. I did punch pretty bad by not giving my thing hexproof though. They do have 7 more life they can pay if they want to. You have to have the second go for the throat, I guess. Main phase, draw a card with Fountain Port. Not exactly screaming strength, and they concede. Let's go. Okay, I think we'll just do the same thing. Out 2 Atraxa into Thrawn. Maybe we'll do 1 Atraxa, 1 Valgavoth, and we can tutor for them with Archdruid's Charm and better moments. That might be better. I haven't done any of the Stewart Kona shenanigans. I think Stewart is just kind of worse than Scene of the Crime. Because it's like Stewart doesn't help you ramp into Kona so much, right? Because you just need to hold it and play to tap the Kona. But what's cool about Scene of the Crime is you can just, on turn 3, Archdruid's Charm, put it into play tapped, untap, cast Kona, tap it. So it's kind of like your Splinter Twin, like just 3 into 4 into combo. Versus like the other thing, which is kind of like just sits in play and maybe dies, maybe doesn't die. Or an official niche format like Artisan. I don't know. Again, it just for me, I like to break formats that people care about. I like to give people decks that they can realistically play. Instead of just working on formats that people don't play. Am I drinking whiskey medicine bottle? It kind of is. It's kombucha. It's good for your gut health. I'm having some digestion problems, and I'm throwing a lot of darts at the dartboard these days. When am I gonna break into tiny leaders? Oh, I love tiny leaders. I used to love tiny leaders. How about Dan Dan? I'm more of a Dan to Dan fan. What flavor? Pink Lady Apple. You mean you got the farts? I wish all I had were the farts. Awesome, Mr. Bunny. Yeah, I'm really enjoying my standard brewing so far. All right, my opponent takes the run. We draw a Sire. Seems like I want to tutor up the. I can never. I guess it's Glimpse the Core. No, Scene of the Crime. Okay, this is Glimpse the Core. Kombucha is so nasty. Really, I like the taste a lot. For me, it's just also kind of tasty. I guess Spell Pierce isn't actually in the format. I'm just so used to like they tap out, dodge the Spell Pierce. Hopefully just draw a land. Okay, not quite that easy. I guess with this top deck though, we'll just ramp twice and pass the turn. Did we broke standard already? This deck is looking very promising so far. It seems to be pretty good against the black decks, which have been our 2 opponents so far. A little bit early to declare that we broke it, though. I think I named Dinosaur. I'm just gonna mode 1 here. Okay, grab a lot of nonsense. It's okay. Just plop that bad boy down. I think on the play in the blind, I'll keep this one. Deck is expensive in paper, unfortunately. That's too bad. Not sure how I feel about this against mono red. At least we're on the play. If I don't draw a land, I'm probably just surprised to dig for 1 instead of impending an Overlord. I could maybe find 2 and then hard cast 1 on turn 5 and then cast a Sire. I did draw a land, so we'll impending. Also, Snakeskin Veil on the board. I don't think I'm very interested in playing that card in this archetype. The only sure thing in my life was you out of my standard leagues preventing me from tilting so hard. Why am I doing this? Well, take it up with the Modern Ban List Committee. So they can target the Heartfire Hero for more damage or the Ember Heart Challenger for an extra card. Looks like they're going for damage, which is also kind of going for cards. This is 9 damage. I'm down to 7. I am 1 mana short of putting an Atraxa into play and a Sire of 7 Deaths. But I'm just dead on board, right? They target this, I block here, I take 4, I take 7. Was today being our announcement day? No. That is 13 days from today, but who's counting? Yeah, so maybe if I draw on a land, we would be singing a different tune. I'm going to play my Tranquil Thrillbacks here. The Konas are kind of fragile. They may be just kind of important, though. I think I'm just going to cut the ones that are harder to cast. This way, like, if my Kona dies, I can still just cast this stuff. That makes some sense. Yeah, I've seen Herbology Instructor 2. Could be a good one for this list. I'm going to give this one a go, despite the second Iron Crag being bad. I think this is like... I would keep this on a Multi 6 pretty easy. Wait, how are they playing this card? Actually, their list looks pretty cool. Probably going to lose. Our draws have not been good. All right, I think I'm down to hope that this lives. Also, this... Okay, so this transforms into Hero's Legacy, which would let me play the other Iron Crag, but I think I'll just keep it as a land for now. It could be good to flip it so that we could attack a bit easier, but also if my opponent's just like leaving things back to block, that this might just be a game we're doing okay in. Yeah, that's true. Monstrous Rage triggers the Eerie. Wait, why did they get 3 triggers? I think that was just a visual glitch. Okay, they reveal Destroy Evil, which actually cannot kill my Kona, which is something. Then another Scavenger, which they cast. Jump block. Shout out 3 toughness. They knew what they were doing. Okay, so it looks like we get to dump a Vaultborn Tyrant into play. Cast another one of these, gain 3 life, draw another card. I should probably read Vaultborn Tyrant to y'all. I think not everybody knows what this card does. This card is pretty crazy. I've almost played it in like Modern Creativity, but it doesn't quite reach that bar. 7 mana, 6/6. Whenever this or another creature with power 4 or greater enters, you gain 3 life and draw a card. And when it dies, if it's not a token, you make a token copy of it, then it triggers itself again, which is pretty dang cool. Okay, they're triggering their challengers. 2 lands. Yeah, Commander Staple. Just like kind of barely doesn't meet the cut for something to cheat in and to play in Modern. I've wanted to do like Castle Garenbrig, Sunken Citadel with it, but it's like 7 mana, not 6, and like it just also just gets static prisoned. Yeah, I think Pioneer plays it. But I just figured some of y'all Modern gamers might not know this card. All right, well, let's play another one. Even Spy gave up on Modern for now. I don't know. I do need a break. Yeah, gain 6, draw 2. It's just like Up the Beanstalk and Thragtusk, and I guess that's mostly just those 2. Wait, the token is an artifact. I didn't realize the token was an artifact. This keeps getting better and better. Feel like this deck would go crazy with at least one vehicle from Aether Drive. Maybe. I mean, we have the Scene of the Crime plus Archdruid's Charm for Scene of the Crime for the Kona, which to me seems like higher card quality, but I don't know. Could be something to that also. Yeah, come a long way since Penumbra Worm. I remember there was an RC where Zach Elsick had built this Penumbra Worm deck. Also, ordering blockers was like an interesting dynamic there. I had built this Penumbra or Palaka Worm deck, not Penumbra, Palaka Worm deck. Uh, in standard that people were like, "Is this good? Is this good?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe." And then Zach Elsick teamed up with us for that RC or RPTQ, not RC, RPTQ, and we won and we stomped the Palaka Worm deck and we didn't play it. It was so funny. It was I think it was Team Unified Standard that event. Okay, so let's kill them, I guess. I'll leave the Kona back because if somehow they survive, I'll want to Archdruid's Charm for like a track, so just put that bad boy into play. Game seems like a lost turnaround real fast. Yeah, the fact that they didn't respect the Kona was really critical for us. I guess we want these Rex Sages. I guess we probably should have brought them in for game 2, actually. Hmm. We do have a lot of disenchants already. Yeah, actually, I just have enough disenchants for Sheltered by Ghost, and I think that's probably actually the only good target. Well, can never really mulligan double Llanowar Elf. Draz of the 5 months, thank you, welcome back. Ooh, they went Ruckus. Their deck is really cool. I wonder if they built it. It's like a really cool blend of the deck we were playing and the mono red deck. So this is, double strike or trample plus menace. So it's double strike menace. I mean, we're ramping. Might not be enough. What if they play ethereal armor? Frillback would be an awesome top deck. Red or is very common. I guess it's just the first time I'm running into it. Take an Archdruid's Charm, maybe. I guess I'd have to pay for ward. Okay, nice. So when it enters, I can pay 2 mana to gain 4 and to destroy the Sheltered by Ghosts, and then hardcast the Vaultborn Tyrant next turn. All mechanics are... Wait, what? Why is this templated so weird? All mechanics are kicker. They do still have menace. Yeah, kicker or flying. I couldn't remember what the expression was. Okay, so now we have another answer. We have an answer to another Sheltered by Ghost, so it's just gonna be tough to lose this one. Kicker, maybe kicker or horsemanship is the original expression. Co-opted to be kicker or flying. Vaultborn Tyrant is $30+. Yeah, all of like the vault ones from the set are so stupid expensive. I still don't know why this is templated so oddly. It's fine. Heartfire Hero is such a ridiculous card. Between Topiary Stomper and Overlord, I want to see a Rampy Tyrant Modern deck. I mean, I want to see a Tyrant Modern deck so bad, but also, like, we probably just have to play the standard cards in standard, you know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead and jump. They can double level this to become a 3/2 double striker right now. It's pretty good. Okay, we may not be in as good of shape as I thought we were. They do have no cards in their hand. We have a ton of great top decks. Pretty sure these are the right blocks. I should unhave 6 so they could draw a Smuggler Surprise. Okay. More ramp, that's fine. We put it in our deck for a reason. So we could draw a Smuggler Surprise. So it seems like I want to give Hexproof and Indestructible to my stuff here. So I can actually effectively block. At the beginning of your turn, you may pay 1. When you do, make a sorcerer roll attached to target creature, which is +1/+1 scry 1. I feel like I've never seen sorcerer roll token. Yeah, I'm gonna do all the modes. Hopefully we find some creatures to put into play. Yeah, I know it only pumps our Conan or Tyrant, but that should be good enough. This card wants to be the 2-mana 1/1 that puts a counter at the beginning of upkeep. Pretty bad, I think, but you're not that guy, pal. Yeah, Luminarch Aspirant. You're not that guy. Surprise! We smuggling. Okay, we're only smuggling an Overlord into play. But we do get to draw a card and gain 3 life. And we get to block pretty well. Oh, we drew a Sire. Okay, this should do it. So we were wondering how to beat this kind of stuff yesterday. Now we figured it out. Yeah, just making a enchantment every turn is pretty cool. Dude, Vaultborn Tyrant is stupid. This card died this game. And it still just drawed me like 4 more cards and gained me a ton of life. like this card died. Yeah, this has been the best deck so far we've made. Somehow this was a morph deck at one point. All right, 3 more life and another card. Your turn. Let the sun fall. Can you imagine? I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I think it's pretty close. This hand does look better to me. Well, maybe I'm supposed to keep that because I have the Kona and I have the surprise, but I think I'm probably just gonna regular mode this one so I can hit my land drops. Any reason you stop streaming at low latency? I don't know what that means, but whatever it wasn't on purpose. Sorry. Guess we do want a glimpse, so if we draw untap land, we can Kona next turn. This matchup's going to be interesting. Second Beanstalk. They do have a third land. So we want an untapped land to go Kona, tap it to this, dump a Vaultborn Tyrant into play. Instead, we're begging for land drops from Smuggler Surprise, I guess. It is really cool that this card has this mode on it. Now, I'm pretty sure I just put the Tyrant in. Might just get Stonefold. We have a lot of disenchants to bring in. I swore you were at low latency. I mean, I don't know. I didn't change anything. So I think we just dump a couple Sires into play end of turn. Analyze the pollen. They grab a basic island when they could have collected evidence. Oh, they can't. This collect evidence 8. Zer. So now we hope that they activate Zer. Just gonna put 2 Sire of the 7 Deaths into play here. And so this we've gained 28 life, so I wonder if we could deck our opponent here. Perhaps we could even wreck our opponent. Opponent, like most gamers, struggling to read Sire of the 7 Deaths. Now, my opponent's... there's a good chance they have a sweeper. I don't know if I think I just want Impending and Overlord. It's weak sauce. They have to have a sweeper, though, because the ward pays 7 life is going to be tough for them to deal with. We Sexine. Maybe, I don't know, like, there's nothing really... I guess we could find Archdruid's Charm, actually. And, like, if they have sweeper, we can kill the ley line. Target Sire, target Sire, target Sire. Dang it. For some reason, we're in our second main phase, or their second main phase now. Standard gamers, what's happening? I guess I just attack. Maybe I can dig for an Archdruid's Charm off the scene if they do something. I'm going to attack. They've got Menace. They've got First Strike. Oh, let's attack. I don't think the Exile All Attacking Creatures card is legal. Could Smuggler be modern playable? I mean, maybe. So they're going to animate 2 ley lines and the Overlord. Okay, so let's look for the Archdruid's Charm. Okay, didn't draw it. So I get to keep my Sires alive, but they are going to get to gain 12. But I'm also going to be able to get back my Vaultborn and my Overlord, probably, depending on how they block. Oh, they could also animate a Bean. I missed that. Not sure exactly how that changes things. Let's see. Don't even have to order blockers anymore. Yeah, they should have put the Zur here because they could have killed the Sire. So we just go to damage now. So yeah, 6 damage here. And then they are going to get to gain 6 life on this side, 2 life on this side. And then 6 damage here. Okay, so then we go to regular damage. They gain 8 up to 14. Wait, why did my sires die? Oh, they have death touch. Wait, why didn't this die? Did I not deal 6 damage to this? I guess I did it to the wrong one. I put 1 damage on that, killed the other one. Damn it. Sorry. I guess I misread the arts. Okay. I think we're losing anyways. I'm just going to go to game 2. Sorry about that. So let's cut the Llanowar Elves. Yeah, I guess I dealt damage to the wrong one, huh? Thrawn doesn't seem very good against them. Yeah, I'm too old to learn how to do damage now. Yeah, Zur is pretty crazy. Cool that we almost won that game. Almost isn't winning, though. The fact that Zur makes them creatures forever is kind of crazy. I can try this one. Yeah, no, I'm the one who's not reading the cards. Well, I don't know if I wasn't reading the cards so much as I guess maybe that's what it was. Ronchoff with the 32 months. Thank you. Welcome back. What cut elves? So they're gonna die to the sweepers. These games are gonna go like really long and really grindy, and so you kind of just don't want to run out of action. I think the elves are like a little bit less important in these games. So the fact that Surprise just does this is incredible. Just gonna grab both lands here. Is it my fault for not reading the cards? Well, was it me not reading the cards? I just didn't see which card was under which binding. Do we need 4 Smuggler and 4 Kona with 4 top end out? Maybe. I like the Smuggler's just kind of good always. I don't think there's really too much argument to ever cutting any Smuggler Surprise, because you just get to like 2 for 1 with it early, or 3, or like it's just insane in this matchup. Just go to combat, see if we get bindinged. Not bindinged yet. All right, so we'll pay a green for Tranquil Frillback to destroy the binding. I guess maybe I should have transformed that then, actually, but so we have 2 of these. I didn't float the mana though, so we kind of lost our opportunity. But keep destroying these enchantments, trying to. It's kind of tough because they cantripped with both of them. Maybe you want to keep Valgavoth because of flying. I didn't think that was that important, but maybe keeping like one of those was okay. The fact that these get hexproof is also really kind of absurd. I guess we double block. All right, so we'll grab a Vaultborn Tyrant. Chump blocking, so they're setting up for a Sunfall. I think I still put this into play. Maybe not the correct move. It could be like a Day of Judgment too, but maybe that's just my inexperience talking. We haven't drawn a land. I don't think we've played a land this turn, so I think I sack this now. Okay. Your turn. Would have been a spot where like having the tracks in the deck would have been good. Yeah, I think cutting like we should probably just trim maybe 1 tracks of 1 Valgavoth. Maybe not even doing that at all. I can't imagine them not playing Sunfall last turn if they had it. I mean, maybe. I mean, why would they chump block with Zur? I mean, maybe the Zur just doesn't do anything anymore. Well, that was worse. Good beats. That was worse. I think we're gonna lose, y'all. Yeah, I give up. All right, so not trophy this time. Get a 4-1 prediction going. Fun match. Yeah, we could like sideboard a Genesis Wave or something. Be fun to try to figure out how to go over the top of them. Vivian, maybe. I don't know if Vivian is good enough, but yeah, I'll work on the sideboard plans for this deck. You know, that's always kind of the problem with new brews. You know, yesterday we got our first standard 3-2. Maybe today was just our first standard 4-1. Hopefully. We sure have drawn an Atraxi here. Maybe this Fountain Port gets to carry me. I've yet to have like a really crazy Fountain Port game, I guess. Worse than drawing a land, because then I could just make a token. Slasher? That thing is unstoppable. If they would lose life during your turn, they lose twice as much life instead. Wow, what a 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, twin combo. So if this hits me, I die. Okay, I think I'm gonna yield. Wow. I think I'm just gonna keep sideboarding how I've been doing against the black decks. That was crazy though. Is this deals damage or fight? It deals damage, right? Okay, cool. So it doesn't die to the death touch. I've wanted that card to work in Modern for so long. I mean, that's kind of what I'm, you know, coming to understand, right? Is that this is the format where you get to play all the stuff that didn't work in Modern. Like, y'all know I love this card. I love Altborn Tyrant. I kind of hate Kona, but I hate Kona because of Modern. Can I learn to love Kona in this format? I might be able to. Does standard power level seem high, or is this normal? It feels pretty normal for the last few years for me, but if you're coming back to standard for the first time in a long time, it might seem high. Okay, not like this. No lands, no lands. All right, let's give it a go. I think I'll put back both sires. We can dig for stuff with our Smuggler Surprise, potentially. It's definitely crept up. Yeah, it's like you know, but over the course of years. There's a 3-mana rock that works with Kona, Relic of Legends. There's also Cultivator's Caravan. To me, I would just rather play the 2-mana rock. But I may be sick with Modern Brain. But the 2-mana rock also works with Kona because it's like you get to play Kona a turn sooner. Might draw an elf, so I think I want to cast this now. Yeah, let's go Overlord Elf. Or maybe I just land Overlord is better, so I don't put myself up to removal spell is bad. I feel like this deck needs beans. Vaultborn Tyrant is our beans. Beans is only good early with Overlord. We have like no other 5-drops. You cook roots, yeah. We saw a pretty good list from Nassif today that I thought looked pretty good. The Slasher. So they're going to go for the throat. They're going to slash me. But then we get to hopefully stabilize with our Vaultborn Tyrant. So they play an Archfiend. I would rather trade if I can. Annoyed with Affliction. Okay, so I'm at 12. I'm going to go up to 15 after I cast this bad boy. If they go for the throat this, I don't really care. I just get to gain 3 more, draw another card. I drew a Sire, which is certainly the card I was hoping to draw. I guess the double life loss card could kill me here. They don't have it, though. They have another Archfiend. Do I just get to block this? It did deal me 2. Might have been worth. So now I'm at 7. I guess I should Ironcrag first. So now I'm at 10. But I suppose I just die to go for the throat now. They can pay the 7. I can attack them down to 12, and they go for throat, pay the 7, I lose 2, then I die in the air. We know they have to go for the throats. Dang. Yeah, I mean, not really anything else we could have done, I think. Tough mull to 5. 3-0 to 3-2 is a little disappointing, but this deck was really sweet and really fun. I think I am going to work on mapping out some sideboard guides for it, sideboard plans for it, work on seeing if I can break or a way to cheese the domain matchup. And then I also want to test this deck because some chatter gave me this deck. Sorry. I wish I could tag y'all with the stuff you give us. But Heaped Harvest really ties the room together on this Knight of Sweet Revenge Genesis Wave deck. I needed a card exactly like this. Enters and sacrifice basic land. It's a food. It taps the Knight of Sweet Revenge. It is a permanent you can hit off Genesis Wave. It ramps you. You can go 1 into 3 into 5, either Overlord or Roxanne. I'm really excited about Bristlebud Farmer. I think this card is really cool. I've wanted to play the Modern for a while, but I need to build a sideboard and playtest this deck. I might also go down to like 23 lands, but we'll see. Probably start here. But I'm pretty excited about Roxanne and Knight of Sweet Revenge.